Good afternoon and welcome to another episode at the Stargazer in the garden. Today I'm helping some tomato plants to stand up straight and stand tall and stand proud. You see here, they're getting quite tall. And the tallest ones, they're having a bit of difficulty keeping themselves up. Now, the typical thing to do is to stake them up using bamboo or sticks like this. What I'm doing here though is I'm using this drill bit to drill a hole here and on the other side. And if you remember, in one of the first episodes, I was taking down the entire fence around the property as instructed by the local council because it's illegal to have that type of fence, which my neighbor learned the hard way when they just put up a similar type of fence around their entire property, and a few weeks later the police came and they had to take it down. Moral of the story, do what they say and you probably save some money too. Anyway, I saved all the materials because it might come in handy sometime, and indeed it will. So here I have these poles that were holding up the fence, and these poles have the same diameter as that drill bit that I showed you. I got this off of Amazon or AliExpress, don't remember which. Either way, you can buy them online, and it's 5 centimeters wide and it goes really nice and deep. So I'm going to put one here and one on the other side, and I'm going to put a line in between, and then I can put strings like this and support all the tomato plants and anything else that grows over here. Let's get started. Okay, I think we are done. The 2 poles are in place. I've set a line in between, and now as the tomatoes start crossing over this line, I start tying them up here in various ways. These are connected together. This is connected to the pole itself. And if you'll notice, if you look over here, you'll see that I've trimmed off a lot of the foliage. And that's what you see over here. That's a lot that I've cut off. The reason why I want to do that is to create proper air circulation around the soil where it gets wet, because you don't want any fungus or mold growing underneath. And by doing that, you can also interplant stuff. Like here, I have some parsley growing, there's some garlic growing as well, got some basil. And so those herbs are sheltered a bit from the strong sun during the day, and the tomatoes can lick all that sunshine in and produce some beautiful fruit like this. While I have you, I thought I'd give you a little tour update of the garden area to show you what's been growing on. Get it? Alright, sunflowers. We got these were actually chives that grew over winter, and I just separated them, and they will make some lovely spring onion or green onion. The chilies are not very sexy. They survived last winter, so I think the cold weather might have stunted them a bit. These are beetroots. These are the radishes coming out soon. Got some new strawberries planted. That's the mother plant over there. Got some beans growing up here. More beans. cucumbers. The potato is, I think, perhaps almost ready to be harvested. It's only been 3 months, but the growth is absolutely ridiculous. And this is the first time that I'm growing potatoes. I mean, this is the first year that I'm actually gardening properly. Last year when I started initially, I was just learning. I was practicing, experimenting a lot, but this is the first year that I'm actually doing it properly. So this is just beetroots, and in between I planted some arugula and lettuce. They're hiding underneath. Over here we got eggplants and a lot of arugula that has been flowering and is almost ready to be pulled out of the ground now. Here we have chilies, bell peppers, basil, and at the very end got some cherry tomatoes. There we go. Looking nice. Alright, more arugula that has been flowering and ready to be thrown in the compost. This is the second lettuce bed. It's almost time to plant a new section. Here we got cucumbers and courgettes. Got a nice size on this one. Like so. These are tomatoes. And more courgettes, zucchinis over here. And as you see, I spread them about almost 1 meter apart just to allow them all that space to grow up and behind. And if needed, I'm going to put another pole here and there and create a support for them to climb up on, because I don't want them to grow in on the path itself. And this is the other side of the potato. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my garden. Hope you enjoyed the tour. See you next time. Bye.